Hello, everybody. It's Laura Van Bertlo. I am here to help you get through this amazing garden class that I put together for last month. It took me a little bit longer because, well, it's die cut central, but it's really worth every bit of what the cards are. It's the Help Me Grow online class for April of 2026. This is your exclusive video that will help you get the cards put together. You can reference it, stop it, pause it as you make each card. And then once you make one card, you can actually just go crazy with the second card because you have two of each. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to ask you? Okay, make sure that you tell me if I forgot something. I really think I got everything last night. So I will happily send whatever I need to if I missed it. But I do these every month, and I want to show you really quick the next month, which should be able to be finished. Just crazy around here. It's May. You know what? I'll show you when I flip the camera. It's going to be the Lily of the Valley is the next one that we're going to do for May. I'm really excited. Very vibrant colors. And then after that, I'm going to do the summer splash because we're going to kick off summer in June. So I want to say thank you for purchasing this class. It was really a lot of fun to design. And if you're not already on my email subscription list, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I do more than just these videos. Also, I'm going to switch this so we can see what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see if it focuses for me. Maybe it will. Oh, I know it. I need to turn on light. Much better. Okay. These are my cheat sheets, just so I don't forget. And then I'm going to cut up a portion, probably a 6x6 piece of the, or a little bit smaller, of the adhesive sheets. So before I cut out anything, I want to tell you this because it's really important. Look at the dies and look at the cut what you're going to cut out. Say these little greenery. Go ahead and put it on your old olive and then cut. That way you can just easily stick these down. So that's why I gave you a big sheet. Because honestly, I'm tired of cutting, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put my cheat sheet up for right now until I need it. Put this up. And then what I do is I keep a little baggie next to me of the adhesive sheets like this. So when I have classes that I do, I can just easily access littler pieces and then you can just store them. But I love these adhesive sheets. I didn't use them right away, but once I did, they are a game changer. Okay, enough talking. And you will also have a color PDF with pictures if you don't do video or you want both. So here is one of the cards. I did this for my open house and it was a hit and we really had a lot of fun making it. So I wanted to have this be one of the projects. You'll get enough to make two of these and then I'm in the midst of making the rest. Should post the next day or two and we will be ready for May's class. So let's get started. If you're not already a demonstrator, the catalog, or just knowing that the catalog is live for customers. If you need one, let me know. I will definitely get one in the mail to you. And then this is an amazing offer for somebody that really likes to craft all the time. It's a great way to slowly build your inventory. And this month they're giving you the 2026, 2028 new magnetic cases in colors. You don't need the ink. Don't worry. They're going to give you $35 worth of products instead on top of what you already get. So that equals $160 worth of product for $99. It's a no-brainer. Let's talk. Enough of this, but I had to let you know about that. Let's get started on our first card. Now, I think everybody has seen that's been over this cute little easel card, and it represents a apron that went into the garden. So we're going to do this one first because it's a little involved, and then the rest should seem pretty easy. So make sure you have Old Olive, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia. I also did the dark Fresh Freesia and the dark Petal Pink. And then you should have a whole roll or spool of linen thread in your packet. You also should have a full pack of the Pearls of Beauty. And then you should have, actually, I think every one of you were local, so you got a whole pack of Designer Series paper because you didn't have to pay shipping. So I wanted to even that out. And I did use Craft White on one of the, and a sponge on one of the pots. So that should get you set to go if you have everything at your desk. Hopefully I do too, because I tend to always forget something. So let's get started with this one. And I did not score mine. I scored all of yours, but it's a 4¼ by 11. And I'm just going to bring out this scoring tool because I know it's already set, ready to go. Okay, I love this thing. I actually prefer it over the Stampin' Trimmer. So that's 5½ and 8¼ That's all you need. But if you want to make more, and you don't have to use the apron. This is just your easel card ready to go. And then, let's see. I haven't made this in a while. So it's going to, this part is going to fold inward. So that's what I'm going to do because we want this to be an easel. Okay. So now I'm going to put this over here so I remember what I'm doing. And I stamped the little flower on there with Fresh Freesia. Now you'll have a whole sheet. This is to cover the whole front when you're done. But this is, I didn't want it to be, since the Designer paper is thinner, I wanted it to be stabilized. So what we're going to do is put these two together. So you'll go ahead and cut out a 5½ by 4¼ piece to cover this. And then we're going to glue it together. That way, if you want a different color apron on one of your cards or both of your cards, you can. And guess who does not have any tape? Hold on. All right, easy fix. So I'm going to go ahead and put as much as I can on here because I know we're going to cut this. So I didn't want it to all of a sudden fall apart because I cut off the part that has glue. And I probably should have used liquid glue, but we're at the beginning and I really don't want to stick to everything because I'm just messing with it. It's a great tool, but I'm like a kid in a candy store with that. I guess a bull in a pot. Bleh. China shop. Okay, so now you're thinking to yourself, how are we going to make the sleeves for this apron? I'm trying to think which side. That's the side. So I did the everyday arches. Most of them I cut out with the 5th one in. But this one, what I'm going to do is find my ruler. Okay. And I did not do the ruler on the first one, so the sleeves are a little wonky. But I really don't care because nobody's going to notice. And you may not have noticed if I showed it to you in person. So I'm going to flip this upside down. And I wish I had a pen. But we are going to mark right there. So I'll mark it right here as well. And then, oh, I know, there's my pencil. Yay. Really does not want to. Okay. So I'm going to use that guide a little involved, but it's fun. Is that going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough. Okay. Let's do that much. Okay. And you're just going to hand cut this when you're done. It's about halfway through. And no apron's perfect, so, we'll just go with that, right? Okay. So now I'm going to take these scissors and I'm going to turn the paper, not the scissors, as I go, and it cuts down on the choppiness when you move the paper. So there's one arm. And again, it may not be perfect, but it will be close. See, I probably didn't do that one. And let me just kind of cut a little bit more. I'm probably going to mess it up now. I am. One's going to be higher than the other. There you go. Let me see if I can fix it without messing it up. I'm probably going to mess this up now. I don't know how I made the first one without doing it. Okay. I don't want to do too much. I'm done after this, unless it really looks stupid. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're just going to stop. Otherwise, I'm not going to have an apron. Okay. So, kind of your wonky apron. Yeah, it's really wonky. I don't know why I cannot get that perfect. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine, right? Okay. If you have a corner rounder or a circle, you can, believe it or not, you can use a circle to corner round. I just did it because I thought it made a nice finish to it. And then what we're going to do is glue it directly to just this bottom half. This part is going to stay because you don't want it to stick. Okay. So we are going to glue, glue, glue. Only because I know they're going to use it a lot. Do I want extra glue? And I went all the way to the sides as well. And hold on. Ah, don't stick to me. All right. So that is the first portion. Yes, it's a little wonky, but I don't think anybody's going to say anything. I guess I could. If it's going to tear, I'm not going to do it, but I see that it's kind of, yeah, we're not going to do it. We're going to trim it. It's just a hair where I can see it. And I think if I just kind of do this, nobody's going to notice. And then I'm just going to kind of veer off. There we go. Nobody will notice. All right. So what I did was I did holes, but then I didn't like the ribbon that I was using, so I wouldn't even punch holes. I'm just going to put the dots on the top and the bows. So I tied double bows. I do have one, and I do have another one somewhere. Okay, so I went ahead and cut everything so we wouldn't be here all day. I did a whole sprig of this, but I cut it up. And oh, I forgot to put adhesive sheets on there after I told you to. And then I lost one of these, so I cut another one. I couldn't remember which, so that's the one I need. And then I need two of those for that one. And that's. So you should have a scrap piece of paper, or I can't remember all the measurements. This one would be a scrap. You have something, you have enough to cut all of these pieces out. So you want to get the dies clear across the table. Okay. Nope, there it is. Hold on. I'm so sorry. So what I did on this one is thankfully you can use the luster, is the silver colored kind of matte finish. And I cut one of these, oh, I forgot to cut that. Okay, there's a sign that I need to cut. I cut one of these. And then, oh, yes, and then 3 of those. You're going to be using all of these a lot. So if you want to go ahead and pull them out, that'd be great for your sanity. And I just cut out one of these. Thankfully, it cuts out 3. And what? Oh, these little flowers too. So that's what we used on this one. I'm going to keep it close since we're going to be using it a lot. So now it's just really putting it together after you cut it out. And then I need to find my linen thread. I had it. Oh, there you are. I'm just going to tie the other bow real quick. All right. This may run over a hair longer than an hour, but that's the nice thing of fast forwarding. And maybe it won't be so bad once I get to the other cards, but I think this one's going to be the most involved. All right. But you know, when I find something cute and I think it's really worth making, we have to do it. Okay. So glue dots. That's what I use to put this on. And once we put it on the actual card, I'll secure it better. So now we have our spade. It looks kind of weird right now. And then we're going to put these together, same way. Or if you want your liquid glue, by all means, use your liquid glue. But again, I don't want to be sticking to everything. And these are kind of long, but I thought they were kind of cute. Oh, no, wrong side. Yes, don't glue the wrong side. So you can already tell we're kind of already going pretty quick once I got the pieces. And then once I get it close to where I'm going to place it. Oh, why didn't we cut that piece too? This piece right here. Okay, hold on one second. All right, please give me a peach pie. It needs to be a little smaller. Thought I caught it. Cut everything. Okay, so there's the peach pie, which is on its way out. So if you like that color, grab it while you can. All right, there's that one and 1.5. Okay. Thankfully, I keep everything close by. Okay, so now we have that. This is what you're going to put. I'm going to go ahead and do that because this is what stops your apron and makes it an easel. And since we're just gluing this piece on, we can go ahead and do that real quick since I'm. Come on. Try to make that little mat around. And then we will do. Let me make sure I have it right. Nope. Okay. Measure twice, cut once, right? Or whatever that is. Okay, so it's just barely going to fit. I kind of want it a little closed too. All right. So this one, I'm going to put down with glue dots for my sanity. It probably is a lot easier with the mono glue. Okay, that's correct. Oh, wait. Down. There we go. And then we're going to do, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of it is just cutting out the pieces. And if you already had the adhesive sheets on, which I did not, after I told you to do so, you'll be much more quick about putting this together than I am. So now we have our shears. And then what I did was put, where is it? Let's use this one. One of these in the center to kind of look like the screw. And it's finished. So now I can just glue that down and see I have kitties on the other side. That was that Cutest Crew bundle. Oh my goodness, that has sold out twice. If it's in stock, grab it if you love it. I need to make more stuff with that. I just need to make more stuff, but it's end of school, so it's been a little crazy. Okay, so see, you have this there, and now your easel shuts. I probably should have. Oh, I popped it up. Pop yours up on dimensionals. Maybe I can still do that. I'm going to move that down. Yep, I didn't. Okay, we're going to do dimensional. Never mind. Because that helps keep the easel shut if it's popped up. There we go. I was forgetting something. Okay, I promise we're almost done with this card. It's really, once you get past the fold and cutting the sleeves, it really just comes together pretty quick. And most of these cards do, like I said, it's a lot of die cutting and some stamping, but it's just one of those sets that it just worked better to do that. Okay, so I'm going to glue dot these. And you don't have to put the pearls, but I just thought they were cute. Zhuzh this down a little bit. So it looks like the other one. And I just did 2 equal pieces and tied them at the same time. So there's that. Cut that down. Now, you're going to have a half circle or a full circle. You're going to cut in half. I used the arches, but I thought the circle makes more sense because then I can cut 1. You get 2 out of it. It does the same thing. This is your pocket. So what I'm going to do is put glue dots just around the outside. I would use my Stampin' Seal, or you can use glue, but I'm going to stop saying that. You use what makes you happy. How about that? Just make sure that you don't want to glue in here so you can tuck things in. It's not going to be like a pocket, like where you can actually stick a lot in it. But if you did make it that way, you could actually put a little dollar, some cash in there if you wanted to roll it up. And how perfect would this be for Mother's Day or summer birthday? All right. All right. So there's your apron pocket. Let's see. I have just enough room. And then we are going to put this down like that. And yes, I'm just going to use seal on that part. And there's that. And there is a die in there that does the cute little leather strap. I stopped because I knew you guys would kill me if I did much more. But if you want to keep going, you go right ahead. Okay, so what did I do? I cut this off and put that one here. So what I did, because I did that really fast, I cut this little branch off. I think. And I cut this off right there. And then when I put this in, you'll have, I need to cut that down just a hair more. Actually, you know what? I think this is what I did. Yeah, that looks better. Let's go ahead and cut those so it doesn't look so chopped up. And we'll just chop at it and stick. I'm going to go ahead and cut that down a little bit too. We're going to do this, but that's why I had the extra of these, which I only use 2. You can always save 1 for another card. But we're going to do glue dots. I'll put 1 there. No, I'm not. Yikes. Okay. We'll cover that up. Okay, so there's 1. So it's like flowers are coming out of the pocket. And then we're almost done. Because you guys have the centerpiece, which I forgot to stamp, and I'm not going to, or cut. but it's pretty simple. I'll show you what it is on the already made card. This, I think I did the, yes, I did. So here's where the adhesive sheets are. Okay, so you can easily peel them off. This is why I like them. And put them here. This is a little bit lighter pink because I don't have the pink. I don't have the pretty in pink anymore. I kicked myself. Go. Oh, I need to glue those down. Okay. Just getting my nail underneath. And then you can't tell that that's a different pink, but that's what you got. You got the bubble bath, just like this one did. And, you know, I'm still not liking that much. And as much as I hate to keep using the glue dots, we're just going to have to. This is why you use the adhesive sheet. Do as I say, not as I do. Because this is why it's taking forever, because I'm doing the glue dots. And then tuck that. There. Okay, that looks a little more natural. And then we're going to do that one. And we're just about finished. Okay. Oh, and then the hello. So I'll do all that off screen because we spent a lot of time on that card. And you'll cut out the little thing and stamp hello on it. And then this is a piece that's in there. I want to say 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. That's for the inside where you write everything. And you can stamp a cute little thing on the outside. So there is the apron card. Let's move on to the next one. We are now going to do the blue one. I didn't know what to call it. It said shovel with flowers. And I think I lent out my embossing folder because I couldn't find it. So I used a comparable one so you had it with you. There's no designer paper on this. I just kind of liked the embossing folder. Again, you will find that this is already done. I paper saved this because that's this white piece on the front, and you're going to cover it with that. And then you have your piece for the inside and another 4 1/4 by 11, which we're going to go ahead and score really quick. Which I can't believe I forgot to score. Oh, you know what? Yours is not this way. Mine was. You're going to have it the regular way. That looks extra long. Nope. Okay. I think it's my readers being on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on the middle. I'm hoping this goes a little quicker. Oh, you need basic gray too. I think I put it up from the weekend class. Okay, so there's that. And then once you get all your pieces cut, you're going to go ahead and attach these two. Or I just have, oh, there it is. These shouldn't take as long as that first one because we're not measuring and trying to cut. But feel free to make these your own. If you want to add more flowers, go for it. I really wish I'd had that one. I don't know who I lent it to somebody and I don't know who it was. Dimensional right here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the middle just so it doesn't have the sag in the center. Sometimes they do. All right. There we go. I wanted a little offset where it wasn't like a perfect, my normal mat that I do. So there we go. We got that much, so we're almost done. Now we just need to build our pieces. So you'll cut another shovel handle and the spade, and we're going to glue that together. Aren't you glad I cut everything already? Oops, that's the wrong side. That's the good side. Let's stick that right there. So we'll do that. And yes, we're going to stamp one of the, here we go, we'll put it right here. I want to pre-do this so I know where to put my stamp. All right. And I'm not going to worry about, I want it to kind of be a little offset. There we go. Now that I have that, let's go ahead and, do I want thanks? Let's do hello on this one. You can put any sentiment you want. If you need birthday, go ahead. It was a little big for this one. I just wanted small and simple. So we did hello. Put that to the side. And now we can put dimensionals on the back of this. And we're getting close to being done. And I'll show you the pieces you still need to cut. And see, I think it'd be really cute to have the leather strap on this one. I'm going to get this little guy. Just because I don't like him sticking up like that. So I'm going to do a little mini glue dot, or not glue dot, dimensional right there. Okay. And then we're going to do a couple glue dots on here. And this is how I do it. Where I just that. Let me see. Yep. I don't. Oh, I should have gone a little bit further down. Oh well. It's okay. I want him to go underneath. All right. So I'm going to put him underneath so you don't see the stem as much. And we'll get the little glue mini dimensionals as well. If you don't have these, you can easily cut the side pieces on your regular size dimensionals. And that works just as well. So there, you don't even notice now. So almost done. Again, I used adhesive sheets on this one. And this is the small one. So I'm going to put him right here. Oh, he does not have one. Okay. Sometimes you put it down and then when you cut it out, you don't exactly get where the adhesive sheet is, but you can see it's right there. And I just stick my nail underneath. And voila. I'm going to add a little wink just to give it some extra oomph. Gives it that extra flair. We're going to do another double bow. I wanted to use a different ribbon, but it was too thick for everything I was doing. But I love linen thread, so why not? And oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I just ordered the new product of the month. It is a vellum with berries on it. I forgot what it's berry botanical, I think is what it's called. I cannot wait to play with it because I love berries. And we have that we used last month that homemade with sweetness is going to be so cute. Oh, stop it. Okay. I did my double bow. And we're going to put it right there. So see, it already dressed it up. And we're almost done with this card. That one took a lot less time. And we're going to do the white, if I can find them. Oh, I just found the other. I had white somewhere around here. Well, we may not be doing white. I'm not going to look all nice. There they are. It's like the last bit of this one. Put one here. And you probably have the smaller ones. I would probably do one big one and two smaller ones, but nobody's going to notice. That's just me. So, there we go. And on the inside and on the envelope, I just used that, get off there, I just like that. It was a nice, quick, simple to put on the inside. So there are your second card. All right, let's move on to the next. I find it. Oh, here we go. This one was fun. So this one is, we're going to stamp this. And I'm going to stamp one on the video for you, but I've already cut mine out. I think I cut this one out. You're going to need 2 of these with Old Olive. You're going to need to cut out a pot right here, a sign, another shovel, and then after you stamp this with the Old Olive and the fresh freesia, we are going to cut that out as well. Okay. And of course, I did this prior. Yes, I did cut out this line this time. All right. So on this little offset, but okay. What we're going to do, well, actually, I'll go ahead and stamp it just because. All right. You should have a piece that you can stamp this and cut that out. And I'm going to find it. I found that doing the leaves first was way easier than doing the flowers first. It was easier to line up. So, there we go. I need to re-ink that. That's the problem. Let me do the other side. So there we go. And then what you're going to do, I hope I don't get ink on this, is take the fresh freesia. And this is 2-step stamping. I got to put my head in the way. I'm sorry. You should be able to see where those dark leaves are as you're hovering above. And once you get them lined up, you just push down and you have your handle. Pretty cute, huh? That's actually a really cute handle. So I wonder if I should actually stop and cut that out. I am, because I liked it. What did I do the other way? So you're going to use this handle, not the one that we have been using. And I just like it, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out because it's darker. And hopefully it doesn't move like the first one did. Sorry if the whole table's moving. Oh, yep, it's turned out better. There we go. Okay. Looks much better. And these are just so cute. I made a swap with these already. I have made so many cards with this set. Okay, so you'll have a thick piece of Whisper White, or excuse me, not Whisper White, Basic White. And then you'll go find, I used the Peach Pie Gingham-ish looking piece. It had this on the other side. You can use whatever you want, but I just thought it was a nice, good background. And I cut that to 4 1/4 by 4. I'm going to put that down. So like I said, you can pause the video, cut out everything, and then just kind of assemble. Then I cut out, oops, I'm glad I got this one. I don't know how that happened. Nobody's going to notice because I'm going to put everything on that side. Okay. The vellum, you're just barely going to see. I just wanted a hint. And since we're going to put so much on this, you're not going to see the tape. So I didn't even pop it up with dimensionals. And then this one, I think, yes, I did. So this is what it's going to look like when you cut out with the adhesive sheets. And don't worry about poking out any middles or anything, because when you pull these apart, they do tend to pull the other pieces with it. So now we're going to make this cute little flowered handle Using a glue dot again. And hold on. I've seen people will actually put it in the dirt because there's a dirt dye. I thought that's so funny. And see, since that flips up, you could almost put it all the way down. I've seen some really cute stuff. They did flowers in the dirt and the spade sitting in there. So, all right, we are going to leave you right there for the moment. And I'm going to get out my little piece of paper. This is where I added the Whisper White. I just wanted to have that aged look, not be such a crisp pot. And I kind of did more on one side than I did the other. And you don't have to do this. You could just do directed paper. You could just use Cajun Craze to kind of make it look like this. Or you don't have to do it at all. There we go. There's the Whisper White. And this guy, Mr. White. Sounds so much better than basic white, but that's just me. Okay, so we're going to tuck this in and put a little glue dot so that this will stay. I keep moving them. Okay, to that. And this little guy will tuck, and I didn't even realize that, but it tucks right in there. Open it. And there we go. All right, so we got our pot. And we're going to pop the pot. That sounds funny. Pop the pot up. With some dimension. Did I just hear a cat? Oh boy. You all get ready. Those of you that know Jasper. I'm surprised he's not in here. He hasn't been in here that much. It's shocking. Cats are strange. They like change their places where they like to be. All right. So now we're going to put this right there. And now we're just going to build this. And we're basically going to put both of these in the pot. It took me a few times to get it right. Oh, hello. Maybe I'll use you on that side then. Yeah, let's just do that. It's already halfway off. All right, I'm going to tuck him in. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put him all the way down because some of it I did, some of it I did not. And yeah, we're doing pretty good because I only have one more card. That first card was really, I'm glad I did that one first because that was really the more involved one, but it was so cute. I could not, I had to share it. I had to make it part of this class. Okay, so there's one. And then we're going to overlap. And I think once we put the flowers in there, and if you have to cut off a leaf to get it the way you want to, by all means. Sadly, I think I made this a few weeks ago, so I'm trying to figure out how I did this now. I keep saying, oh, just film it now. You have it fresh in your head, and that never happened. All right. And it's going to look kind of weird because you haven't put this in yet. All right, I'm going to do thanks again just because I think it's cute. There he is. The basic gray once again. And you got your cute little sign, which I'm going to cut off part of it just because we don't need that big long thing. And thanks. Almost done. It's really easy once you cut all the pieces out. That down. And then it's going to go right there. Now we just fill in with our flowers. So I did the small bunch towards the top, and they'll be a little bit tucked under the sign. There you go. And this is where your marker comes in handy for the lens. I use the bullet tip, the smaller tip, to put the flowers, put the centers of the flowers on. I must have cut one of these in half. I'm just going to do the whole thing. Or not. Put you right there. And right there. It's not as cute as the one I did. Take that one off. And then recenter this one. Take that off. Okay. We're going to put them right there. Not perfect, but oh well. It's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And I just took the little centers as my guide and just dotted the center to give it more depth. I don't know why I'm going to do this one, but I am. Okay. So we're done with that one. Put that out. Now we just need the gems and the double bow again. As you know me, I love to have double bows, and I don't. There you are. One more card after this. And we will be finished. I always have to wait till Gavin's at school. It never fails. Between the two boys that live in the house, they will come to my door. Okay. All right. Snip. Snip. Oops. Okay. Blue dot. I guess I should have said you're going to get a lot of blue dots. Maybe that's what I should have done. Instead of the blue dots. There we go. Those blue dots are kind of, you want the fun stuff. All right. So use the pearl ones. And I'm going to put one right there. And then some of the small ones I put up here. You know, I don't know if I ever, did I glue that down? Not all the way. Okay. There's that. Yep, we're going to put one little blue dot underneath, and we are finished with this card. And I didn't stamp anything on the inside just because we didn't need to put a center in the, but you feel free to put whatever you want on the inside. It does make it fun for the recipient. But there is our card. And they still look cute no matter what. And I don't think, yeah, I didn't even stamp on that one. Okay, last card. And I think this is the one I made first. That's funny. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and cut out a Cajun Creche pot, 2 old olive leaves. I'm going to include this ribbon and this pre-embossed piece of basic beige, and this should all be in your packet. You'll just need to cut this little 4 by, I think it's 2.5 of the Calypso coral pattern, or whatever pattern you would like. So let's get started, and we'll be done with the last card. Okay, just make sure there's nothing else in there. I didn't think so, because this was just a plant. I didn't want to do flowers on all of them. I probably should have just, yours, I think I just did the small, yeah, I did, to where you just butt up the two, because honestly, it was kind of dumb to just glue down, you know, cover this up. So I did not do that. Okay. Maybe I should have. Oh, well. There you are. So basically, you're going to butt up your two pieces. And now I think I see why I did this. Oh, shoot. Oh, boy. I was trying to paper save, and look at me now. Where did I? There you are. And this, I think, retired. I don't think we have any more of this, but I think it was at Christmas time ribbon. I originally thought of using this for this class. It's just too thick for those cute little flowers. So I thought, I'll just add it in there. So what I did is just put it down like that, which I think you can still do because you could pop up those pieces. And then we're going to do that. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to use dimensionals. I might have to go back and see if I can fix that. Oh, shoot. That does make it a little easier. But some of them are already out. Shoot. If you have basic beige. And what's funny is I wrote it as the smaller one. That's why I did it that way. Oh, why do I have these? Oh, I did do flowers. Whoops, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I don't know why. Jeez. Come on, get out. Get out. And yes, I did the adhesive sheets again. And you see, I mean, you can fit a lot on a strip of paper. I love Petal Pink. I'm probably one of the few that does like it. Dropped it on the floor. Okay, that one's on its way out, though. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside for our sentiment. I'm going to try to fix the piece. I have to just cut that and emboss it. Because that was a way easier than butting up two pieces of paper. All right. Now I'm going to stamp the hello before I forget. And I was trying to do this so we had less and less little pieces since we're already cutting out a lot. Plus, I think it's busy and it's a nice simple way to just add a cute little sentiment without going overboard. I haven't used it. Oh, you know what I used it for? I used it for the little flower. Okay. So now I can put the rest of the dimensionals on. Okay. Get over there. Stop it. There we go. And we are going to make that. Again, we're going to use a little glue dot. We're going to put it right there. I'm just going to tuck it under, and then that way it stays. All right. And then I just did that one straight down. I didn't do what I did on the other card where I popped it up. Okay, get that pretty close to there. So we have extra room for our leaves. And just kind of see where you like it. I think that's what I did. I just kind of like layered it. Maybe I will cut a little bit off again. There we go. I'm going to cut this one down just on the side, like so. So it's basically this piece of these two leaves is what I cut off. Okay. I want to kind of see what I was doing before I glued them down. And you could leave this just as a plant too. You don't even have to put flowers on it, but you certainly can. Oh, geez, get off me. Add more flowers, don't add flowers. I would love to see any different cards that you come up with this, because it's just so many things you can do with all these die cuts. There we go. All right, we're on the finish line. Okay. And again, if you have any questions on this, just give me a shout. You have my email, because I'm going to email you the tutorial. There we go. I'm going to do one glue dot in the center just so that doesn't look over floofed, if that's even a word. There we go. Yeah, should one. There we go. Oh, one more. There. Okay. I like some of it being popped up, but not all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the petal pink one the same way I did the Fresh Freesia. And I see a portion that I need to pop out, or watch. I bet you it pops out when I take off the backing. My voice is starting to go. I always did get talked too much on my report card, and it still stands true. But see, doesn't that make it just, I think it adds the extra pop of color. There we go. So we'll pull these off. Come on, come on. And I will have the Lily of the Valley sent in the next, the way to register for it. One of these days, I'm going to have it to where you can register right away. Just with the open house, new catalog. Oh, a lot going on. Hard to get everything synchronized. There we go. And then we did this little smaller one at the top. Come on, get off. Jeez. Some of them just pop right off, and some are just a pain. There we go. Yeah, it just makes it so much easier to deal with when you have the adhesive sheet. So there's that part. Got the ribbon already. Got the linen thread that's not coming on this one. And then I just used this color. We used one of each of these colors. I love these pearls. I don't know where that just went. I'll find it when I'm not looking for it. Don't you do it too. Okay. And pop right there. We are finished. You want to, you can add this to your envelope in the inside. That's pretty much what I did on all of them. So you have these. Get them all out. We have those. And those. And the 2 apron cards, which I need to finish the sentiment, but it's still super cute, super fun. I really hope you enjoyed this class. Like I said, stay tuned. I'm almost done with the Lily of the Valley, and we will have fun next month doing our online class. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you for helping support me and enjoying the creativity. Talk to you later. Bye.